Hey everybody, and welcome back for another video. So here we are, we're in the year 2023. It's crazy to think that another year is upon us. We're in the middle of the winter season here now, which is actually not much of a winter so far. We'll probably get into that in a little bit. But during the winter season, you know, we got these short days. The weather has been disgusting. All right, it's been here in Newfoundland, Canada, on the East Coast. It's been rain, muggy, cold snaps, icy, a little bit of snow, and then swinging the whole way back again to muggy, gross days. So getting out of the house has actually been quite a challenge at times because there's not much you can do unless you're just out there braving the weather and, you know, getting into that grossness. And really you need a lot of motivation to get out and do that on those kinds of days. So thankfully, having animals here on the land, we got those kind of daily chores that get us out of the house, but it might only be for 15 or 20 minutes, if that, just to take care of those chores. So it's kind of come to mind to try and get another video out, because during this time of year with that low motivation, it's nice to get some victories under your belt. And I'm mainly talking about myself. Hopefully this applies to some of you as well. It may not apply to others. There's definitely more motivated people among our population. I wish I was one of them, but unfortunately I'm not. I am very prone to procrastination and low motivation. So it's times like this I really need to kind of pep myself up a bit and try to tackle some of the to-do list that builds up, and it's almost like it's a weight on your shoulders over time, where it kind of paralyzes you from getting started and getting moving forward on those tasks. So today I'm trying to pump myself up here to get some of those victories, to get the motivation back in my bones again. I've started off the morning taking out the garbage, cleaned up the house a little bit. I shaved, I showered, like it's these little things that all add up to get the ball moving, right? Because you got the different sayings, rolling stone gathers no moss, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. So I'm really, really pushing to take those and apply it to myself by just getting out of the house. And that was step number one, was to get out of the house. So here I am out in the garage where I usually start my videos, mainly because it's out of the wind, and I live in a very windy spot where you guys would just be absolutely bombarded with wind noise. So hopefully you don't mind this common setting for starting off these videos, but that's the reason for it. So now that I'm out of the house, what am I going to do next? Well, as I was mentioning, our winter has been extremely lackluster. Now that's great for people who don't like the snow, but it's very weird at the same time, and it kind of feels odd. Even our local meteorologist is kind of like, what's going on here, So anyways, the perk of that is that we are above freezing temperatures, almost 10 degrees Celsius out there today. So that means some of the tasks that I would normally do in the spring and summer, I can actually do now. And one of those tasks that's outstanding now is cleaning out the chicken coop. We got 12 chickens here now sharing the coop at night, and they do like to defecate and have their droppings going down into the coop overnight. And since it's nice out, I can do them a bit of a favor and clean that out for them, give them a nice environment. Some of the eggs have been coming out with a bit of poop on them and stuff. So by freshening everything up, I'll get some nice clean eggs and hopefully happy chickens. So we're going to head outside. The wind is howling, so we're not going to have a big chatty day outside. This is going to be just going from task to task, hopefully cleaning things up and showing you guys just how the animals have been doing with our new accommodations, the new chicken run. The rabbit coop is doing well, and just various things like that. And overall, I just wanted to do this video to maybe hit on some of those people that are like myself, of low motivation, just staying in the house waiting for each dreary day to pass by, and at the end of the day just kind of feeling like you never got anything done when you probably should have. And that's the way I am feeling right now, is that I need to be out here, I need to get something done, and that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. So let's head on outside. I'm going to load up my cart here now with a shovel and rake and a new bag of wood shavings, and head on up to the chicken coop and freshen that up for the girls, and hopefully that will breed some more motivation that will build on top of the other and keep a few more projects rolling. Just off the top of my head, I got to fix the water softener in the house. Has been out of commission for a while and needs a lot of attention. We're having a lot of hard water and stuff like that in the house now, and it's just kind of weighing on me that I need to tackle that as well. Cleaning up the animal coops and just the various chores around that. Faucets that aren't running as freely as they should be due to the hard water that need to be cleaned out, and overall just tasks that are mediocre and really not that big, but you let them all build up into one package and all of a sudden it's so overwhelming that it's hard to get started. So that's your ramble for today. That's my motivation in bringing this video to you guys, and it's just another victory I want to make, is getting another video out as well and documenting what I'm up to. Before I get into packing up the cart and getting outside, I will break the video right here. I want to do a little quick reflection of the holidays at the end of 2022, Christmas and New Year's. I like to do a little bit of a recap of that because this is a family vlog, I should say, and I like to include how things went over Christmas, and hopefully you'll stick around and share in that, but feel free to skip ahead to the actual tasks and work today if you like. But I am going to insert some family time here, recap of the holidays, and hopefully you enjoy that as well. We had a great Christmas and New Year's, managed to get around with our families, thankfully avoided any lockdowns this year, kind of done with that, but anyways, I digress. Let's get moving. Here's some recaps of the holidays, and then we'll get back here and pack up the cart, go out and get some jobs done.
Knew it. What the? You got one of these soaps. I have a chance of getting Astro Foxy. He's like the rarest. Not a No.
His picture is priceless.
You're kidding, right? What?
Ooh.
They're so pretty. What? Can you see them?
Like nails.
Foxy. This is the Squishamallow. Squishamallow. Sissy. You love Foxy. You okay with Squishamallow? This is a giant mystery box. Must be. Yeah, it has to. It has to. Wait, that means I get those seeds and sticking candy. That's what happens. I just want to see this. Mom, open it up. Open it up. Mom. I'm opening it up. Give me a sec. I've been playing on my iPad all day. Wait, I got an iPad. Wait, you got an iPad? How did you
No.
iPad.
Look at this.
Dad, open the jar. Mom, open the jar.
Yeah. Your little miss, how was Christmas?
Amazing.
Amazing. And there's her stack of goodies.
So high.
A new tablet overcharging. Wicked.
Mom, the game part in.
Yep.
Mr. Man, what'd you think of Christmas?
Amazing.
Amazing. What was your favorite gift?
Side Frontiers.
Sonic Frontiers and a new tablet. Yeah, we'll get that set up for you. There we go. Christmas 2022.
Here.
Another gift in the dining room here.
There's another gift here. Daddy just saw one in the dining room.
Another gift in here.
For who?
Read out this and things.
Here, read the tag.
Are you both mine? They're both ours.
Sit down, we'll open it.
This is weird.
Open them together. Wait, now do the big one first.
Oh yeah, big one first.
You do it together.
Okay. What? Good. What's that?
What you got there?
A gun.
What?
A gun.
What kind of gun?
BB gun.
A BB gun?
I think.
What's the name of it?
I don't know. Red Rider.
Reading.
What's that remind you of?
Your thing that you use. Christmas story.
Christmas Story, the movie?
You'll shoot. Oh, yeah, you kid.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
I don't know. Let's open this.
Until time for a drawing.
Did you read the tag that was on it?
No. What
Alright,
does it
this
say?
is for Mom and Dad to buy.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
What is this for?
What?
To shoot bunnies.
It's just like the Christmas movie. You get your
It's
own
to shoot bunnies.
Red Ryder BB gun.
So like, does that mean you can kill bunnies with you?
I don't know if I'd use this to kill bunnies.
Why?
You can do little.
This is target practice.
You want to watch me play?
Sister Green, show up.
Here. I'm bringing it in.
There you
Let's
go.
go, Poppy. Poppy.
Let me see.
I have a gun.
Yeah.
I have a gun.
You see.
There you go. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Frontiers right now.
No.
Wait, let's see.
Alright, kiddos, you ready to bring in 2023 the right way? Uh-huh. Alright.
Celebrate
2023. 2023. All right, let her rip. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Wicked. Wow. Oh my God.
So many. Well, that's in the batter. Right here.
Oh. All right, kiddos. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right. Alright, so there you have it, folks. The chicken coop is cleaned out. Went nice and quick. Like I said before, in my construction videos of the chicken coop, I really made a conscious effort to think about the cleaning process and making it easy. And that fiberglass flooring that I put down, I highly recommend it. It doesn't matter what kind of soiling is on it, it just slides right off. That Cleanout door at the back there, it just goes right out into the cart. And it's very rewarding to have plans like that actually turn out to work, right? Sorry about the shine in your face there now, but I'm quite warm. So, you know, I told you I wouldn't be chatting with you guys outside, but thankfully, if you haven't seen it before, this is my chicken run that I made. It's one of the last build series actually on the channel as of right now. So you can go see the playlist on how to build this chicken run or something similar to it, obviously. This was a custom built for my layout, so it wouldn't necessarily pertain to you, but the basics are there if you want to build a run like this for your chickens for in the winter time. And it's been working out amazingly. Right, we come in here on days that we do actually have snow. We can come in here out of the wind and cold and just hang out with the chickens and kind of get that animal-human bond and comfort that so many of us need these days, and it really works out well. Other than the vapor barrier flapping in the wind and making a bit of noise there. But yeah, so that is a victory done for today, and that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Just, you know, if you can get one thing done, that's one thing more off your list that's not weighing you down. Right? It's like carrying around a knapsack full of rocks. It's like taking one of those rocks out, you know. So hopefully, you know, that message is coming through, and it works for me. It feels really good now that I'm out here and making progress. It does feel really good, and I can vouch that I think if you're in the same boat as me of low motivation and just so easy to stay inside and do nothing, just get outside for a half hour or an hour, whatever it takes to get outside and get back in touch with the nice part of this world as compared to the rest that's going on, you know what I mean? So anyway, as far as the chicken run goes, it's working out amazing. Like I said, the weatherproofing, the chickens aren't too bad. A little bit of conflict here and there, but for the most part they're just establishing their pecking order, and they've been doing well. I showed you guys during the clean out the two silkies that have been kind of huddled away in there on the upper perch. They're very skittish and they're afraid of the other chickens, and they do get picked on a bit. But when I did carry them out, you might have seen them out in the grass picking at the grass there, so maybe they needed the motivation to get a boot out the door too, you know what I mean? But now that I'm out here, the clean out of the chicken coop is done. I'm going to go ahead and clean out the bunny coop a little bit now as well. Still got a little bit of time left on the battery here of the camera, so I'm going to head in there. You'll notice when I'm in there, and I'll probably talk to it when we're there, but we've reduced our bunny count down to 4 for the winter. Down from like 14 or so. The rest are either sold or in the freezer. So we'll be enjoying those throughout the winter. And I got 2 breeding pairs left there. Two white albino male and a female, and then a colored set as well for I don't know, the prettier looking ones in case people want to buy pets and such. So yeah, chickens squared away. Let's head over to the bunnies and get them straightened away, and that should be about it for this video. Depending on how much of Christmas and New Year's I included, this could be a rather long video. We shall see. But let's head over to the bunny coop there now, show you how they're doing, and we'll clue up for today and take our victories with us. And so far so good, feeling good, I must say. So hopefully this will get you some motivation. Just kick your butt out the door, right? It's so easy to stay in, and I was so close to staying in myself, but I said nope, getting up, getting outside, and now that I'm out here, motivation keeps flowing, right? Keep that object in motion. So hopefully that's just something that'll help you guys along as well, because you know, there's a lot of us in hard shapes these days. It's a very uncertain world. We're having fear bred into us on the regular, and it's not a nice mental environment to be in for those of us who are susceptible to it. And to those of you who are very mentally strong and not affected at all, quite envious of you. But do be mindful of your neighbor who might not be feeling up to the task every day, and see what you can do there. So let's head over to the bunny coop and clean this one up. Alright folks, so welcome back to the rabbit coop. I haven't been in here in a while, so let's just do a quick review of what bunnies we have here. Behind me is the rabbit house that's currently empty. My plans for that are in flux. That'll be a project down the road, but as for now, there's no bunnies in that. It's not that it was a mistake to build it, it's just that the purpose for it still hasn't fully developed to the point where I am happy implementing it into, say, a rabbit production or rabbitry type scenario. So we'll leave that as it is. That might have a totally different purpose by the time it's settled. Anyways, back here in the first cage is the OG. Alright, oh my boy. Alright, this is Cookie. You may have recognized Cookie from our bunny eye infection video. He is a big hefty boy now. He's been you've been eating good, haven't you? You've been eating good, haven't you? Yes, you have. So Cookie is one of our original bunnies that we got. He's actually the only one left of the original 5 that we got 4 and then we added one on. But Cookie is the original. He's been just the best little bunny. Good breeder. He's had offspring, and overall just so satisfied with him. He has overcome a lot. He had, you know, cage mates who've bitten him and scratched him and wounded him, and we healed that up with polysporin. And he's had an eye infection with polysporin drops that cured that up. He's fathered a litter of offspring, and overall just a great little temperament bunny, and has done us well, and we cherish this little fella. We'll try to keep him around as long as possible, and he'll be one of our breeders come the spring. Hey Cookie, isn't that right? He is. He's a sweet little bun, and he lives a good life out here in the coop. Alright, next to him, let's go on to this girl. Let's see how her temperament is. Alright, here is Milky the second, I should say. This is a replacement Milky. And this is our white albino doe. You can tell by the red eyes. And she will be a breeder for... I wanted white albino meat rabbits. New Zealand is basically the breed I'm after for the meat. And she's a good body texture and everything. And so come the spring, if our freezer is empty or there's people looking for rabbit meat, we will breed her, and I'll show you the potential mate as well right now. So that's Milky. All right, we've had her a good while now as well. this one's a little bit wilder. This one hasn't been handled as much. This is a newer one to the lot. This is Tetley, and this is a doe, and a multicolor. We love the black on the face and the ears, with a brown body, and as you can tell, her temperament's a little bit feisty, so we don't mind. Her offspring could also be either pet or meat production. So that's Tetley. Okay. Try not to step on the chickens. They're in here checking everything out. And now I will move the camera to get to the last cage, and I'll show you the final of the 4 that we're keeping over winter. Alright, so here we are, swapped around. So this is the final and 4th cage. And as mentioned, this is a white albino, and since I showed you the doe, obviously this is going to be the buck. And he's a little bit wilder, so hopefully he doesn't give me much trouble grabbing him here. There we go. So this is Peter Rabbit. And he's going to be hopefully a good breeder to go with Milky. Alright, he's supposed to be in the New Zealand line of genetics as well. He's white albino. He's a little bit on the small side, but we also got him when he was rather small, so he hasn't really fully grown out yet, and he doesn't eat as much, say, as what Cookie does. Cookie's kind of a big boy, you know? So this is Peter. So that's our 4 bunnies that we got for the winter. And a little bit wild, that one. And everything is going pretty good. You know, we got to come up on the daily during freezing temperatures. We're up here on the daily with water, and you know, the feed is not so bad. Probably, you know, once every few days we'll top that up. You can see my automatic waterer in the back. That is good during non-freezing temperatures, of course. During our freezing times, that has frozen solid. And at that point we bring up a jug of water and fill up. Actually, I'll show you. Just ordered these tiny little pet bowls on Amazon, and I just come up and we just fill that up with water, and if it's frozen over, we'll pour a little bit of fresh water on top, let it kind of melt a bit, and then kind of push on the bottom. We kind of got a little, almost like a mason jar seal lid. You give that a little push and the block of ice usually will come on out, and we just top it up with fresh water. So that's what we're using on our cold days, and they're metal so they don't bite through them, and that's about it. So that's the rabbit coop in review. So with that being said, let's finish up this video. Let's head down to the garage and I'll see you guys out. And just like that, we're back here where we started. Another video done. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully throughout these videos I always hope that I say something that somebody needs to hear, because you know, I've had my times. I'm 42 years old, and it's only in the past year there's times that I really need to hear something from someone else, just to improve my overlook on life and mood and status. So, you know, hopefully by watching these videos you can connect to that, but at the same time hopefully you can't. Hopefully you're totally oblivious to any kind of mood alterations during, you know, this time of year or in general. But I think, you know, from what I'm observing and talking with people, it seems to be an overwhelming majority of people are really having these hard and difficult and big feelings these days. And it's good to know that you're in company of others and that others are experiencing things like yourself, and we can all come together and get through it as a community, and just reassure each other that you're not alone and these feelings are normal, and they happen. We're in a changing society, and I always like to say basically that we're headed towards a wonderful new world. We just got to survive the transition. Alright, so with all that said, that's going to conclude today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed the underlying message and just everything that was going on in between cleaning out the chicken coop. And like me personally now, I've got my victories for today. This is, I may go out for an exercise walk later. That's another new thing that I'm trying to do. But at least now I got my positive experience. My victory is done for today, and I can sit on that as my platform of happiness. All right. So with all that said, it's pretty heavy stuff, but I think there's a lot of people out there that need to hear it, and sometimes I just need to say it. Right. Between me and this camera, a lot of times this is my my therapy session. And you guys are just kind of let in on as a fly on the wall. So I don't know when the next video will be. Hopefully it'll be soon, and hopefully it'll be fixing up that water softener. That's kind of another thing that's really been weighing on me, and that'll be a couple of rocks out of my backpack if I get that done. So I'm going to try and make that a priority in amongst a few other things that I have going on these days, and one foot in front of the other, So again, rolling stone gathers no moss. And an object in motion tends to stay in motion. So if you need it, give yourself that kick in the butt, get out the door, get that motion started, and trust me, once you're going, it feels really good. So till that next video happens, I do sincerely hope you're happy, hope you're healthy, take care of each other, and peace out.